Hello and welcome to this news update. The big story right now for Ashok Gehlot. It's been an interesting few days of shifting positions from revolt to regret and finally a complete reversal 4 days after the rebellion over Rajasthan chief ministership. He announced that he wouldn't be contesting for the Congress president's poll after he met Sonia Gandhi at her residence. But can Gehlot now survive the return to Rajasthan? The decision on whether he will retain Rajasthan's top job is now going to be taken by the Congress High Command in the next couple of days.
डेट तो मैं फिक्स अब जाके करूँगा, पर मुझे ये तय है कि मुझे कंटेस्ट करना है।
वो तो समय बताएगा कि मैं कब किस पद पे जाऊँ या नहीं जाऊँ।
घर की बातें ये इंटरनल पॉलिटिक्स में चलता रहता है, ये हम लोग सब सॉल्व कर लेंगे, मैं आपको कह सकता हूँ।
पर अब क्योंकि कल परसों की घटना हुई है और मेरी मॉरल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी कि वो प्रताप पार्क होता, तो मैंने तय किया है अब मैं इस माहौल के अंदर चुनाव नहीं लड़ूंगा, ये मेरा फैसला है।
The Rajasthan Chief Minister driving in to meet Sonia Gandhi, apology note in hand. But it appeared the Gandhi Parivar was not in a mood to forgive him for allegedly staging a rebellion in his favour. And some minutes later, the man who was meant to be the so-called official candidate of the Congress party emerged from the meeting and said he was opting out of the race.
कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष सोनिया जी के साथ में मैंने बैठ करके पूरी बातचीत करी। जो घटना हुई परसों के रोज 2 दिन पहले, वो घटना इतना हिला के रख दिया हम सबको। मुझे जो दुख है वो मैं जान सकता हूँ। मैंने सोनिया जी से भी सॉरी फील किया है, माफ़ी मांगी है, पर अब क्योंकि कल परसों की वो घटना हुई है और मेरी मॉरल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी कि वो प्रताप पार्क होता, तो मैंने तय किया है अब मैं इस माहौल के अंदर चुनाव नहीं लड़ूंगा, ये मेरा फैसला है।
Not just that, Mr. Gehlot hinted that even him staying on as Rajasthan Chief Minister was in doubt.
ये फैसला मैं नहीं करूंगा, ये फैसला सोनिया गांधी जी करेगी, कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष करेगी।
A top Congress official said that the decision on Mr. Gehlot staying on as Chief Minister of Rajasthan could be taken very soon.
The decision of Chief Minister of Rajasthan will be decided by the Congress President within 1 or 2 days. That's all.
With Gehlot ruling himself out, the only person in the race against Shashi Tharoor is former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Digvijay Singh, who picked up his nomination papers from the party headquarters. Mr. Singh has claimed he is not an official candidate for the top job.
मैं नामांकन पत्र तो भर रहा हूँ, उसमें कोई वो तो निश्चित है।
तो वापस नहीं लेंगे ना?
ये 4 अक्टूबर तक तय करेंगे।
Later, the two candidates even posed for a joint photo.
Sources say the Congress High Command is in discussion for a preferable candidate for the party's top post after Ashok Gehlot ruled himself out of the race, making it a three-cornered fight if Digvijay Singh still chooses to fight for the Congress top post. With Sunil Prabhu and Harsha Kumari Singh and camera person A. Joseph, this is Arvind Gunasekar for NDTV.
Meanwhile, Sachin Pilot reached Congress President Sonia Gandhi's residence for a meeting with her earlier tonight. That meeting came just hours after Mr. Gehlot said he was not going to contest the Congress presidential poll, taking moral responsibility for the political crisis in Rajasthan. Well, Sachin Pilot said everything else was subsidiary to winning 2023, which was the big priority.
मैंने इत्मीनान से कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष सोनिया गांधी जी को बताया है और हम सब यही चाहते हैं कि हम इसी तरह मेहनत कर 2023 का विधानसभा चुनाव जीतें। उसके लिए हमको मिलकर काम करना पड़ेगा और राजस्थान के संदर्भ में जो भी निर्णय या जो भी डिसीजन लेना है कांग्रेस पार्टी लेंगी। सबका एक ही उद्देश्य है, बाकी राज्यों में कांग्रेस पार्टी के चुनाव को जीत को सुनिश्चित करें और मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि हम लोग अगले 12-13 महीने में खूब मेहनत कर दोबारा कांग्रेस की सरकार बनाएंगे।
Meanwhile, for the moment, the contest for Congress president is between Digvijay Singh and Shashi Tharoor, but a third consensus candidate is not being ruled out after Shashi Tharoor, a second G23 leader, could be part of that race as the official candidate, according to sources. Mukul Wasnik, one of the signatories to the letter to party chief Sonia Gandhi in 2020, who later distanced himself from the dissenters group, could be considered. As we've been saying, the deadline for nominations ends on Friday at 3 p.m. And let's take a look at those pointers. Mukul Wasnik, as we said, now being convinced by both dissenters and loyalists alike. And this comes after there's been some discomfort among sections of the Congress with Digvijay Singh as candidate. All women are entitled to a safe and legal abortion process, and making any distinction between a married and an unmarried woman is unconstitutional. That was the historic judgment from the Supreme Court today. A bench of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, A.S. Bopanna and J.B. Pardiwala also said the court recognized marital rape, though purely within the ambit of abortion.
In a historic manner, the Supreme Court has held that all women are entitled to a safe and a legal abortion process, and making any distinction between a married and an unmarried woman in this regard is unconstitutional. So this was a main argument on behalf of the petitioner, saying that only unmarried women are allowed for this MTB rules, that is the medical termination of pregnancy rules. And they said that making a distinction between an unmarried woman and a married woman goes against the very fundamental right to equality, and that's why they wanted this particular clause to be interpreted in a way that even married women should also be brought into this ambit. And Supreme Court has upheld this very argument, and they have also made such an interpretation wherein they have said that even married women should also be brought under this ambit of MTB, that is medical termination of pregnancy. Also in a very big, in a completely landmark way, the Supreme Court has also recognized the marital rape, though it has not been done in the legal parlance or in the criminalization aspect, but the Supreme Court has recognized marital rape when it comes to the rules of MTB, wherein Supreme Court has said that even marital rape, under the MTB rules, the rape definition should also include marital rape, and even marital rape should also be brought under this ambit of these rules. So these are some of the important takeaways from this judgment. So the Supreme Court has also said, because the criminalization of marital rape is still pending before a different judge, they are not getting into that aspect. But when it comes to MTB, even every woman should have a right of their own choice when it comes to autonomy of their body. In a landmark judgment, a bench by 3 judges led by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud has given its judgment today.
The union government has now decided to defer the implementation of the 6 airbag safety rule for all cars in India until October next year. The government had earlier planned to make this mandatory from the 1st of October this year. Of course, the urgent need for these enhanced safety features highlighted recently by the tragic death of Cyrus Mistry in a road accident.
The wreck of the accident in which the former chairman of the Tata Group, Cyrus Mistry, was killed.
The back seat people, if they are not taking seat belt,
days after the crash in which 2 passengers were killed, Nitin Gadkari, the road transport minister, has once again made it clear that there need to be 6 airbags in all cars on Indian roads by October 1 next year. In a statement, the government says that the safety of all passengers travelling in motor vehicles, irrespective of their cost and variance, is a foremost priority. So far, lateral impact airbags fitted on the side of passengers sitting next to the window on the front and back have been restricted to more expensive models. The government is now clear. You don't need to be more wealthy to be safer on Indian roads. 1.73 lakh people were killed in traffic accidents in India in 2021. That's a 16.8% increase from the previous year. More than 3.73 lakh people were injured as a result of these accidents. India has the worst accidents rate in the world. On a recent program on NDTV, Nitin Gadkari had categorically mentioned that not only would side airbags be made mandatory, but there would also be a buzzer that would sound until seatbelts are worn on the rear. Car manufacturers like Maruti have said introducing airbags will come at a cost, and that in the highly sensitive Indian auto sector, a price rise may mean that potential buyers of the least expensive models may end up sticking to two-wheelers, which are even more unsafe.
The higher prices may lead to, apparently, and it's not just regulatory stringency, it is various things, commodity prices, features, etc., taxation, etc., going up, may prevent them from migrating from two-wheels to four-wheel. Now, the safest two-wheeler may not be, when compared to a only a entry-level car,
It's not a fraction as safe.
is not a fraction as safe.
Right.
The government has also made it clear that state governments must help in drives to ensure that passengers are belted in the rear seats of cars.
And actually now the state government administration, because law and order is with the state government, and now everywhere there is the intelligent traffic system, cameras are there by which we can get easily the information, and on the basis of that photograph state government can take the action, and if the people are not cooperating, it is now their right, they can take action against them. Unfortunately, I feel that if we need cooperation from the people by and large, and if they are giving cooperation, it can be a great achievement for the country and for the society.
Despite the intent, implementing such drives may prove to be difficult in a country where there is no culture of wearing seatbelts in the rear seats. With Vishnu Som, Vedant Agarwal for NDTV.
Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has hinted that action could be taken against a senior woman IAS officer, Harjot Kaur Bhamra, whose insensitive remarks during a recent interaction with schoolgirls caused a major embarrassment for his government. The officer, meanwhile, has issued a signed statement expressing regret. This after a video of her snarky exchange with the schoolgirl went viral.
20 और 30 रुपया का ये विस्पर नहीं दे सकते हैं।
20 और 30 रुपए का विस्पर भी दे सकते हैं, कल को जीन पैंट भी दे सकते हैं, परसों को सुंदर जूते क्यों नहीं दे सकते हैं, नर्सों को वो नहीं कर सकते, और अंत में जब परिवार नियोजन की बात आएगी तो निरोध भी मुफ्त में ही देना पड़ेगा, है ना?
Amid a growing furor over these utterly insensitive remarks at a function in Patna on Tuesday, Additional Chief Secretary in charge of Women and Girls Welfare, Harjot Kaur Bhamra, has now had to apologize. As this video went viral, initially Kaur had tried to deflect attention, saying the media was blowing things out of proportion. But Ria, the young woman who'd asked a straightforward question about whether sanitary napkins could be made available at a nominal cost only to get that snarky response, has stood her ground.
मैडम, हाँ मैडम, उस पे हम लोग को बोली कि आज तो मांग रही हो स्नेपरी पैड मांग रही हो, कल को जूता मांगोगी, कल को जीन्स मांगोगी.
The National Commission of Women has issued a show cause notice to the IAS officer. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has also promised action after a probe, saying it's a sensitive matter.
वही हमने कहा कि तुरंत इसके बारे में जानकारी ली है और तत्काल हमने कह दिया है, वो अभी तुरंत मीटिंग हो करके एक-एक चीज को देख रहे हैं. अगर जरा भी होगा एक्शन लिया जाएगा, चिंता मत करिए.
But other participants at the event say Harjot Kaur's apology just isn't enough.
उन्होंने खेद प्रकट किया, वो तो वही है ना कि अगर आप बोल रहे हो तो हम माफ़ी मांग लिए, बात खत्म. माफ़ी मांगने से जो लड़कियों की डिग्निटी जो हर्ट हुई है वो तो वापस नहीं आएगी ना.
तो आज तुमने निर्भरता की बैसाखी पकड़ ली.
With Manish Kumar in Patna, Bureau Report, NDTV.
वो तुमने खुद पकड़ी है.
The Archaeological Survey of India has uncovered lost temples, Buddhist structures and amazing caves in the Bandhavgarh Forest Reserve in the Umaria district of Madhya Pradesh. The team was exploring the region for the first time since 1938 in a secluded part of the Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, which has been closed off to the public to protect the tiger population and the unique biodiversity of the area.
Ancient caves with temples, monasteries and inscriptions, all between 1500 and 2000 years old. Discovered by the Archaeological Survey of India deep in the Bandhavgarh Tiger Sanctuary in Madhya Pradesh, and dating back to the same period as the Ajanta Caves in Maharashtra, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
जैसे हमें 26 नए अभिलेख मिले हैं, 40 नए मंदिर मिले हैं, कुछ नई गुफाएं मिली हैं। तो उस पहली बार यहाँ पर जो है जो वोटिव स्तूप होते हैं, तो गुफाओं के साथ साथ 2 वोटिव स्तूप का मिलना जो है यहाँ बुद्धिज्म के भी रिमेन्स को यहाँ पर प्रदर्शित करता है। तो इसलिए ये इलाका बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हम लोगों की दृष्टि में है।
In these caves, the ASI has discovered 26 temples, 2 Buddhist monasteries, 2 stupas and 24 inscriptions in the ancient Brahmi script so far, which date back to Buddhist and Hindu kingdoms which flourished between the 2nd and 5th centuries BC. The caves were made as places to live by cutting into a single piece of rock.
जैसे कि किसी कोई मनोकामना पूर्ण हो गई तो उसने वहाँ पे एक छोटा सा स्तूप बनवा दिया, उस प्रकार के वो स्तूप हैं। और चूंकि गुफाएं हैं, गुफाओं में चूंकि बेडरॉक को स्टोन को कट करके बेड बनाए गए हैं, पिलो बनाए गए हैं, विहार के रूप में भी वहाँ पे हमको कुछ एविडेंसेस मिल रहे हैं। तो ये प्रतीत होता है कि वहाँ पे उस समय की जो भी भिक्षुक संघ होगा वहाँ रहता होगा।
A month-long exploration by the ASI has led to the discovery and documentation of these lost treasures. With Ravi Ranjan Shukla, Nayantara Singh for NDTV.